Alrighty, welcome back to my soapbox soap opera, where I'm trying to build my own pre-war style, race car style three-wheeler. My name is Julian, I like designing stuff, and today we're gonna attack the back wheel, the suspension and drivetrain, as well as marry the main frame with the rest of the body. In the last two videos I built this super simple cardboard wood bug to figure out dimensions and stuff. Then I welded a simple frame and chassis body. I don't know, I'm a foreigner, I'm figuring all this out as I go. Anyway, I made a lower frame from 30 by 30 millimeter square tube and body frame structure from 20 by 20 millimeter square tube, both from plain steel. And to attach my two motorcycle wheels in the front, I designed these simple steering joints out of square steel tube as well. But as I said in the last video, I think I'm gonna exchange these as soon as I have my basics working as well, because this was a pretty stupid idea the way I designed them, especially for long-term use, I think. This is what we ended up with, not much, but honest work, as they say. So from my amateur perspective on car manufacturing, I would assume attaching my remaining third wheel seems like a main unfulfilled step towards something you can actually drive. So first let's finish the frame in the back, because I need it for the shocks later. The drive shaft is a high alloyed steel sourced from eBay. A teacher at school kindly cut that keyway on the crazy expensive mill for me. I really don't know how I could have done that by myself at home. For one, because it's a really hard type of steel, and also because the keyway has a super tight tolerance to transmit the torque from the chain properly. The disc is from a similar chromium steel, so that they can be welded with each other. I had it laser cut in a local metal fabrication shop. You can see me weld the disc to a whole separate ring first, because I somehow thought I needed it. Yeah, I don't know. I designed some stuff poorly and upside down and stuff, so I quickly remodeled it, and so that's something you have to look at now as well, because nobody has seen CD design before. Apart from figuring out whether these holders for the shocks fit, I want to find the placement that gives me the right angle when the springs are loaded and unloaded. I made a couple different designs for this part and thought about having them lasered as well, laser cut, but they would all add a lot of weight, and because I thought this is modular design, there's holes, I can just exchange this later. I went with a super simple design of just these steel plates, because I can just simply cut them off a long piece. Yeah, it is a lot easier to drill stuff before welding. The price of making things up as you go along, I guess. Now, I wanted to build this whole project really modular so I can easily repair or replace things later. That's why I wanted to screw the body on the mainframe, but I decided to weld them together because I know I won't take it off again anyway. And welding it is so much easier than drilling everything properly. This way it was super easy to align everything really precisely, like sub-millimeter symmetrical, which I think is really nice because there are other parts in the frame that are already a bit wonky, and this way maybe in the total it won't all be completely crooked later, I hope, knocking on wood. And then again, because I need to visualize everything, I'm making a mock-up with foam to check if the curved shapes I imagined on paper look good in front of me as well. For a moment I considered smoothing and filling these foam mock-ups and making them the real deal, but with 3D printed ribs I can just redesign and prototype things more easily. So yeah. I'm thinking of attaching them by just gluing a nut to the back and then screwing through the frame, but I will do that and all the like aesthetics stuff later on. One of the things I don't really like is how heavy it's getting. Gonna need a big engine. Next up I'm gonna tackle the steering and the brakes so that at least I can go like downhill already before I find a good engine. But for now I gotta say I'm really happy that I have all three wheels turning. Being able to sit in this thing and scoot around a little bit. As you can see, one of my many problems is stability, which is why I'm probably gonna add some cross beams somewhere on the bottom. Yeah, and if you're still watching, thanks. Thanks for checking it out, and maybe check out the first 2 videos if you're interested. And if you aren't subscribed, that would be so cool if you could just quickly just click it, just quickly, just come on. And yeah, I have a little website and blog and web shop now, so if you could check that out, it's anarchyautomatons.com. And I see you in the soapbox video number 4, or whatever comes first. Bye bye.